Alright, what is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how I detail my BMW engine bay. I have the N52 motor and I'm going to take you guys on a step-by-step on how to detail it. I do want to throw in a disclaimer in the beginning of this video just because I don't want to be responsible if you guys damage your car throughout this process. So if you guys don't feel comfortable doing this on your own, then don't do it. I don't want to damage your car, but I have been doing this since I got mine and I haven't had any issues, if that makes you feel any more comfortable. But yeah, guys, please do this at your own risk. I don't want to be responsible for any damages to your engine or any of that other stuff. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. So usually I like to repeat this process every single month. However, I haven't cleaned mine in like 2 months because I've been really busy with work and stuff. But right now it's just a little dusty. I have a little bit of grease around my power steering area. So this is where it's going to come in handy. It might be leaking. It might be leaking for somewhere else. So I'm going to go ahead and detail the engine bay today. And after a week or so of driving the car, you'll probably be able to see where that leak is coming from. And I'll take care of it there and then. So the products that we're going to be using today is engine degreaser by Gunk and also engine protector by Gunk. And you can find this at your local auto parts store such as AutoZone, O'Reilly's, or even Walmart. So before we get into spraying any of this stuff on the engine bay, you do want to cover a few things. You want to cover your alternator, that's for sure. You do not want to wet that at all. And also you want to cover your aftermarket intake if you guys have one, because I know some of those expose the air filter and you don't want to get that wet as well. So first things first, guys, I'm going to cover the alternator. Like I said, I don't have an aftermarket intake, so I don't have to cover any filters of any kind. Alright, so now that that's all covered, we can start spraying the engine. Avoid spraying this area as much as possible because a grocery bag isn't going to cover all the alternators. So just avoid spraying this area as much as possible. Don't try to wet it as much because we are going to be using the hose to rinse this off. So you want to spray in areas that have a lot of grease buildup. Some common areas for me were like near the valve cover underneath right here. Also on the side. As you see, my power steering might be leaking a little bit, so I'm going to spray some right here as well, and maybe inside of here on the edge of the valve cover too, and obviously around the whole engine bay where all the dust is at. Alright guys, so unfortunately my spray cap for my engine degreaser came broken. So if you guys are buying this, make sure that the spray cap is there, because it gave me like a lot of trouble to get all of this liquid sprayed over the engine. I can't even spray it anymore because it doesn't have any more like gas or whatever. Luckily I was able to get most of the engine degreaser on there, and my engine is mostly like dust, so there isn't really much that I can take off. But yeah, I should still do the job for mine. Also guys, once you're done spraying all the engine degreaser on the engine bay, let it sit for about 5 minutes so all the grease is like ate by this liquid, I guess. And once you let it sit for about 5 minutes, you can go ahead and rinse it with the hose. And if you have to repeat this procedure until you don't have any grease on your engine, do so. Mine should be fine with one coat. It should take off most of the grease. So yeah, it really depends on how dirty your engine bay is. Alright guys, so it's been about 5 minutes now. So what you want to do next is get your hose and rinse this off. You want to take off as much as you can because, like it says on the bottle, it is flammable, so you want to leave as less as possible. So you want to get all the areas that get very hot, like the exhaust manifold. I know it gets really hot down there, so you want to spray that. Make sure it gets really rinsed off right there, as well as like these congested areas around like the front of the valve cover and around the intake manifold. So you want to rinse all of that off. Give it like 3 or 4 rinses, which I'm about to do right now. Alright, so now using like a little shop rag, I'm gonna go ahead and start drying everything that I can from the top. So just like this. Alright guys, so I pretty much got everything dried up on top. It looks really clean now, but now we can start applying the engine protector. And the way that I like to apply this to the engine is by spraying this on a rag. Just soak the rag and then just go all over the engine bay. Alright guys, just finished up with the engine protector now. It looks really clean now, so I put together a nice little video for you guys so you can see what it looks like. Alright guys, so I'm going to end the video right here. If you guys found this helpful, or if you guys like these type of videos, make sure you guys leave a thumbs up for me. It really helps me out. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button as always. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you guys in my next one.